Technical difficulties, everyone, but we're back. I'm hopefully not stuttering anymore. Do let me know if I am. Hi. Hello again. Welcome back, everybody. I'll just, you know what, say all the stuff I was saying before, and hopefully, okay, good. Hopefully everything's going fine, but yes, I will, I'll just start from the beginning again. So last week I finished my first Steam playthrough of Detroit Become Human. Okay, so far so good. Not my first playthrough ever, just my first playthrough on a Steam copy with achievements and stuff. So, yeah, is it autofocus on? Oh, it did autofocus on my mic. You know, it was doing great earlier. No, shh, don't look at this. Look at me. Yeah, it was doing well earlier when I was testing it at finding my face, so I thought I wouldn't have to lock it in focus. The hand thing worked, okay. I was like, I think it worked, but it's kind of tricky to tell when I have to look over here. So the hand thing is just wanting it to follow. Also, look at my nails. Rosale Play did my nails. Shout out Rosale Play. My shout outs should be working now. I did get it together. Shout outs should be working. Yeah, when I looked aside, okay. Does it focus back on me when I'm looking at the camera though? Yeah, I'm close enough to the mic that it's probably not too bad for, it's just a soft movie star focus. Speaking of the mic, I have this new mic set up, so hopefully it's sounding good. Okay, it doesn't focus back automatically. Oh well. We'll change it to manual. Okay, we'll change to manual later. You'll just have to deal with a version where you can't see all my pores. And you know what? I'm okay with that. But yes, let me know if my mic is like too loud or too quiet, because I had to change settings because I now have this. I bumped it. But yes, we're here for the Detroit Become Human postmortem, as I've been calling it, which is just, you'll be like any shot of a woman in Star Trek. Yes, particularly original series, 60s Star Trek. That soft filter. Amazing. Yeah, so a bit on the quiet side. Okay, I may have over adjusted my in my excitement about the mic being close to. How is this? Is this better? How is this? Is this better? I'm going to get in such trouble for having the mic this close to my face. The urge to lean forward and talk like this. It's going to be too much. Yeah, goodness, have I gotten off track. You would think, you'd think I would be better at this. Exactly, ASMR. I know how you guys love ASMR. Just wild about it. The problem is if I just live in the lean forward, because I could set up the mic so that it is this close all the time, but then I would get overexcited and shout. And break your eardrums. I've had a tickle in my throat all day, so I hope I don't have a coughing fit in the middle of this stream, and if I do, we're just going to cut abruptly to break, and nobody worry about me. Yeah, so what we're doing today, having completed a playthrough of Detroit, is I want to show off mainly the alternate endings. The last chapter has super different endings depending on what you choose for each of the characters. So I'm going to show off those, but before that, going to show off some alternate endings to a chapter called Public Enemy that I really like. And then we're going to watch a couple of shorts that come as extras that you can unlock for when you complete a lot of the game. And yeah. So we're going to start with Public Enemy because I have queued up a death. We're going to kill Connor. So I've queued up a death for him that hopefully it will work and we won't have to rewatch the beginning of Public Enemy a million times because Yeah, I think I'm only going to show you 2 endings. I like a lot of the endings for Public Enemy, but but these are my 2, I guess, best in terms of dramatic content. And yeah, because otherwise I would have to make you rewatch just like the opening over and over and over again. F's for Connor. A little premature, but soon, shortly. Yeah, so where we're going to pick up, I guess no proper recap this time because we've done it. We finished the game and we're jumping all over the place. So if you're new to this stream, I'm so sorry. This is going to be my least accessible stream unless you've played Detroit before. Hopefully the fact that I have this in the spoiler tag is fine. In fact, I think I set up a new spoilers command. Yeah, okay. So this is my new spoilers command for today. But I was also going to say, I guess, repeat from before that I will be announcing what game I'm going to be playing because I'm going to play a new game next week after we're done this little Detroit wrap up today. So let's get into it. I guess a reminder, a mini recap. Public Enemy is a chapter after Stratford Tower. Stratford Tower is the chapter where Markus and North and Simon and Josh broke into a news station in order to broadcast their message of android liberation out to the world. And in our version of that chapter, Simon had to be left behind. Yes, heist number 2. Simon was injured and had to be left behind. So when we played it, Connor did not find Simon, and he did find a different deviant who ripped out his heart, but he was able to put it back in. What we're going to do is fail to put Connor's heart back in place. That's going to be our first thing we do. So we're just going to, right in the deep end, jump into Connor getting attacked. So I'll give this a second too. We are going to have to chat for a minute while we wait for him to die. I did put my desktop audio on. Okay, good. Yes, I can see it moving as I do this. Okay. And hopefully all our levels are good. We're going to. Is it possible to succeed that shake? Or am I just always really bad at the shakes? I've failed every single. There's something I'm bumping that's making sand grain audio static for a quick moment. Is it? I wonder if it's. Is it this? Is this doing it? Here's what I'll do. Okay, hopefully I won't hit it anymore. Okay, I think I know what it is. It's my stand had to be hooked onto a part of my desk that is a little bit flimsy, so hopefully I won't bump it too much more, but I will try to be more aware of that. In fact, let's put as much stuff that I'm not going to touch away as possible. Okay. I guess I didn't really have to resume or pause that since I am trying to wait the minute 30 seconds.
I need help.
Yes, so reminder that when we did this before, we got out of it and everything was fine. But not so much this time. I'm just gonna take my time. Now we're just gonna lie here for a bit. Pretty sure you can succeed the shake. Okay. Yeah, you know, I feel like I remembered doing it, and then because it doesn't really make a difference, I never bothered to in the future. I just kept... yeah, mostly because I don't remember failing it. I have the opposite, where I just stopped kind of bothering trying it. We'll let him crawl forward once. Yeah, it's just it's one of those. It's kind of a false choice where it it fails regardless of what you do. You always get stabbed here in the hand. You always get your heart ripped out. There's no way to avoid it if you find the deviant in this room. If you don't find the deviant in this room, then nothing happens and everything's fine. Well, like the timer's getting a little intense about it. Always up for some QTE practice. I really should be for the shaking the mouse one. I struggle so much. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that.
I need help. Connor! Hang on, son. Hang on. We're gonna save you. Hang on. Here. Deviant. There was a deviant. Connor. No.
F's in the chat for Connor. But hey, Simon gets to live in this version. Yeah, so, because I mean, they're gonna send a new one, but yeah, so this is the ending this time. Yeah, I really like that scene because Hank is very sweet in it. The little forehead touch at the end gets me every time. I think Connor's priorities are all out of whack, but I guess believable that he's like, I gotta tell Hank about this deviant, and not, Hank, could you just reach over there for a second and put my heart back in my chest? But yeah, good night, sweet prince. Yes, exactly, Nick. Yeah, so we see there also that his, like, because we haven't killed Connor since the first chapter, we were able to catch that his stability, I guess his stability goes up, his instability goes down whenever he dies. And in order to go deviant at the end, you have to have an unstable enough, oh my god, that's today! You have to have a program that is unstable enough to actually go deviant. You can't go deviant if your program is stable. So if you die a lot, it becomes more and more difficult to go deviant at the end. That is one of the consequences. The other consequence is that Hank hates it. His approval goes down every time you die. So that's another reason to try and not kill Connor too much. This chapter is actually the only chapter where you can...
That coin, Connor. Sorry, Lieutenant.
Is the only chapter where you can get a net approval from Connor dying, and that's...
Shit, what's going on here? There was a party and nobody told me about it?
If you save Hank's
it's all over the
Connor and his Bitcoins. It's not a Bitcoin, it's very much a real life coin. It's possibly useless in 2038, who knows?
I knew this was gonna be a shitty day.
And we're doing the same chapter again. We're checking out the ending where Connor finds Simon. So we're just gonna skip over all of this. We don't care. Excuse me, gentlemen. But yes, in the final confrontation with the deviant who ripped our heart out, instead of shooting it like we did in, that was out of habit. I don't think I need to do that. Instead of shooting it like we did in our main playthrough, we could have instead thrown ourselves in front of Hank and gone shot saving Hank. And that's the only time where Hank's disapproval about Connor dying is overridden by his approval of Connor's very selfless act.
What's that?
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Androids investigating androids, huh? You sure you want an android hanging around?
So weird. Androids investigating androids. Almost like humans investigating humans. Who would do that?
Pleasure meeting you. Have a nice day.
And you watch your step. Don't fuck up my crime scene.
My other concern with my mic being this close to my mouth is that
What a fucking prick.
I'm gonna get more drinking ASMR.
I'll be nearby. If you need anything, just ask.
Alright, well, let's have a look around.
Okay, I think I can just head straight to the roof, right? Do I have to
Lieutenant.
get anything else? Who watches the Watchmen? Me. Yeah, it seems like I can just go straight to the roof. Great. Great news. Great news. We don't have to do all this investigating. The most slow-paced speedrun. So yeah, this is all new stuff because we did not get to go. If you find the kitchen deviant,
Made their way up through the whole building, past all the guards, and jumped off the roof with parachutes.
then you
Pretty fucking
never make it to the
impressive,
roof.
I'd say.
So, yes, this was where Simon, where they made the decision to leave Simon. You can see all his blue blood is still there. Yeah,
How'd
there's
they
all kinds of
manage to
stuff you can
smuggle in a
find
big bag
having
like
gone to the
that?
roof instead of the kitchen.
They didn't. Someone brought it in for them.
Oh, that's strange. They planned a perfect operation but got the number of parachutes wrong.
Maybe they just wanted an extra. Maybe they're just being overprepared,
Unless one
Hank.
of the
Don't overthink
deviants
it.
was left behind.
No. Yeah, so this is a lot of the stuff that we missed before. It is possible to go up here, and as long as you don't go find Simon, you can go then get the kitchen android ending. But you would kind of have to do that on purpose. I think it's tricky to do this investigation and not find Simon. So there's a fun detail here. Connor's going to very chill lookout. Oh, and then, yeah, so Connor can be scared of heights if he dies enough, and if he dies in the first chapter particularly. That's the prerequisite. Is that if he dies in the first chapter, he can become scared of heights. So that's a fun little detail. Particularly the falling off the roof death that he can have. He can die from pushing Daniel off the roof. And then, yeah. Anyway, this is probably my favorite Connor scene in the game. Not to hype it up too much. I have my specific reasons. But I never do it because it gets Simon killed. So here we go. If he dies in the game, does he die for real? Yeah, they go out and they kill Brian Deckard. If you die in this game, it's brutal. So don't do it.
You have to stop them! If they destroy it, we won't learn anything!
We can't save it. It's too late. We'll just get ourselves killed. Connor! Connor, you all right? Connor!
I'm okay.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay.
Jesus. Oh, you scared the shit out of me. For fuck's sake, I told you not to move! Why do you never do what I say?
I was connected to its memory. When it fired, I felt it die. Like I was dying. I was scared. I saw something. In its memory. A word. Painted on a piece of rusty metal. Jericho.
that fade to white right after he got right close felt a bit like a now kiss moment. Not quite, not quite. But yeah, that's the traumatized Connor ending. So I love that scene, and it's maybe my favorite scene, certainly for Connor, but maybe in the game, purely because it's like kind of the only time. There's maybe a couple other small moments, but it's only the time, certainly pre-Deviant Connor, that he shows that kind of emotion. Yeah, it feels very like a very earned moment of emotion, and just like the the concept of having felt somebody else die because he was connected when they died. So he's experienced death in a way that he hasn't really experienced before, even in this version where he's died before, because he doesn't have those memories. He only has whatever data they were able to upload from his previous body, which never ever includes his deaths. And so then it's also because he's attached to a deviant as a non-deviant, feeling something like fear properly for the first time. Yeah, acting is right. I think it's really lovely performance from Brian Deckard. I think, as always, Clancy Brown is bringing it as well. They have a good exchange there. He was traumatized. It says so. It says so right on the tin. Anyway, it's also a cool oh shit moment that he sees Jericho pretty early. This is the good shit. Yeah. So it's a shame that Simon has to die for me to get that scene. But yeah, so that was the main scene that I was hoping to show everybody, because I really like it. I think it's lovely. I think it's I feel like I could really explore some fun writing stuff. And I think it's all thanks to Brian Deckard and Clancy Brown, because part of why it's earned is because it's such a departure from the way Connor usually behaves. And as a director, David Cage likes to have really emotional performances. And so Brian Deckard kind of holding his own and holding those back previously makes it so much more effective in this moment when it does happen. Yeah. So yeah, that's Public Enemy. Yeah, there's a few good. I like all the endings for Public Enemy, but that's by far my favorite. Yeah. So I will take requests as well. We're going to do the whole finale again, which is going to be about an hour, so I will want to start that somewhat soon, but we have unlocked some behind the scenes videos, including the Kara short. I can unlock any of these, but some of them are just trailers and stuff, so who cares? The ones I would like to show you are the Chloe short, the Kamski short, the Kara short. I don't remember how long the soundtrack of Detroit is, but it's a good video. Maybe if we have bonus time later, we could watch that. But yeah, so I think I'll start at the very beginning. This 2013 short, just called Kara, starring Valerie Curry as Kara, as her first appearance as Kara, was created as it might actually say when I start it, but it's created as a demo of the engine that Quantic Dream was developing for the PS3, and it got a positive enough response that they turned it into Detroit Become Human for the PS4. Now, do I wish that because Kara was like the original character that she had a little more of an effect on the main story? I do, but you know, it's still cool that they brought back Valerie Curry and that Kara did get to be a main character in this. Yeah, there, I was explaining that it's not taken from any that's even the same intro. But yeah, this is also fun because I remember watching it at the time in 2013 and being so amazed with the graphics, and then they upped them even more for the PS4, because of course they did. And I knew nothing about Quantic Dream when I saw this short. I kind of was vaguely aware of Heavy Rain, but I did not know until after that
Yes.
they were the same company that made this short.
ID.
KPC 897504C.
Can you move your head? Your eyes now. Cervical and optical animation checked. Now give me your initialization text.
Hello. I'm a third generation AX400 android. I can look after your house.
They kept her
do the
number the
cooking,
same,
mind the
AX400.
kids. I organize your appointments. I
This
speak
reminds me
300
of how I was
languages, and I'm
born.
entirely at your disposal as a sexual partner. No need to feed me or recharge me.
I also knew nothing of Quantic
I'm
Dream.
equipped
I
with
remember
Quantic
thinking
battery
this
that
was such
makes
a
me
cool
autonomous
short.
for
That's exactly
173 years.
what my reaction was too, yeah.
Do you want to give me a name?
Yeah. From now on, your name is Kara.
My name is Kara.
Initialization and memorization checked. Now, can you move your arms?
It's also a fun way to be like, okay, if we're gonna show off our new animation engine,
Upper
let's
limb connection checked. Now say
let's
something
just
in
make
German.
it a test in universe as well.
Ich bin ein AX400 Android dritter Generation, erschaffen als Ihr persönlicher Assistent und intimer Beziehungspartner.
Say it in French.
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400, conçu pour être votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
Okay. Now sing something in Japanese.
She'll fit right in Canada.
Multilingual verbal expression checked. Go ahead, take a few steps.
As a little Easter egg, you can find an AX400 in the landfill that Markus wakes up in after he's been shot. He can run into an AX400 who is singing like a distorted version of that song as a little
Locomotion
nod to this
checked.
short.
Great. You're ready for work, honey.
What's going to happen to me now?
I'll reinitialize you and send you to a store to be sold.
Sold. I'm a sort of merchandise. Is that right?
Yeah, of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean, you're a computer
Ew, don't
with
call her
arms and
baby.
legs
Ew.
and capable of doing all sorts of things. And you're
No
worth a
Chromavision, I
fortune.
can't show
see it.
anything where you'd see boobs. Terms of service will come for me.
thought?
Twitch will come for me.
What did you think?
I thought I was alive.
Shit, what is this crap? That's not part of the protocol. More memory components going off the rails. Okay, recording. Defective model. Disassemble and check the required components.
You're disassembling me, but why?
You're not supposed to think that sort of stuff. You're not supposed to think at all, period. You must have a defective piece or a software problem somewhere.
No, I feel perfectly fine, I assure you. Everything is all right. I answered all the tests correctly, didn't I?
Yeah, but your behavior is non-standard.
Please, I'm begging you, please don't disassemble me.
I'm sorry, honey, but defective models have to be eliminated. That's my job.
That was
If a
so
client comes
awesome.
back with a complaint, I'm gonna have some explaining to do.
I won't cause any problems, I promise. I'll do everything I'm asked
Turned
to.
out
I
he
won't
did have
say
a lot of
another word.
explaining
I won't
to do.
think anymore. But I've only just been born. You can't kill me yet. Stop, will you please stop? I'm scared. I want to live.
Almost had a free will bot.
Begging you.
My real question is, why do they give them tears? Why can androids cry? That's messed up. Yeah, they
Go
should
and
always
join
be
the
smiling. I mean, if you're not creating something to be with the idea that it's going to be sentient. Why are you creating it with the idea that it can feel pain? I guess you can cry for not negative reasons, but it has some disturbing implications that you would be like,
don't want any trouble.
it's important these androids cry. That sounds horrifying. Yeah, that's some real Uncanny Valley or Stepford Wives shit. For them to always be smiling.
My God.
So yeah, that's it. Yay, Valerie Curry, good job. But yeah, that's the short that started it all. So there's like a lot of little nods to it throughout, yeah, one of them being that the machine that Zlatko has that resets her memory, Kara's memory in the Zlatko chapter, is the same as the machine that is featured in this short. And then, of course, the Sakura song that I mentioned before. Yeah. All right. Do you want to watch the Chloe short first or the Kamski short? It's like how a few decades ago, psychologists figured if humans listen to laughing all the time, they'll be less depressed, so they made recordings of nonstop laughter to cure depression, and it is the most horrifying shit. It is. It absolutely is. There was one of those recordings going around on Tumblr a while back, and it is the stuff of nightmares. Yeah. Yes, Chromavision. Yeah, man, Catherine, I have it saved somewhere. It's like music. One of the recordings, some of it's just laughing, but the one that I listened to is a recording of music that they were like, just to make sure that everyone's having a good time listening to this music, let's have people laughing during it. So if you just stumble upon this recording of music, you're like, wait, is anybody else hearing that laughing? Because this is horrifying. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, oh my god, question mark is the appropriate response there. Yeah, let's do... Neil Cicierga plays a bit of one on one of the Spirit Phone tracks. That, you know what, that makes sense, he would. I seriously cannot recommend that album enough. Yeah, Chromavision's a big Spirit Phone guy. And you know what? I've listened to some of it because of Chromavision, and it's good shit. Yeah, I can second that. That's how you get demons in ya. Yep. Okay, let's do Kamski next. The following takes place before the story of the game. Oh yeah, my apologies. They don't have subtitles for
years, androids have completely transformed the world in which we live. By letting androids into our homes and factories, the CyberLife company has made them everyday technology. The founder of CyberLife, Elijah Kamski, is a very discreet man. Despite being the CEO of the highest valued company in the world and being voted Man of the Year by Century Magazine, he remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time. Elijah Kamski, could you please tell us where we are?
Certainly, and welcome. We're currently in CyberLife's production center in Detroit.
Somebody coached Kamski to say that. They're like, in order to people properly, make sure you say welcome.
Fascinating. Could you tell us what your goal was when you founded CyberLife?
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks, so we'd have more time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges, but the hardest thing was to design an object that we would want to welcome into our homes. We had to imagine a machine in our own image that resembles us in every way, that moves, breathes, blinks like us, but yet is smarter and more capable than any human being.
But why though, Kamski?
Let me show you around.
Why? Why did they have
We're
to do
here
that?
in Production Unit 4. Could you explain in a few words how the androids are made?
Sure. Yeah, it's very simple. We use machines to manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities.
I like how they're in big
established
action
protocol,
figure
and
boxes.
finally,
Yeah.
the android is conditioned and
They look like
sent out throughout the country.
Barbie dolls, but
Here's the
giant.
result. Say something.
Hello, I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
This
You can go
guy,
now.
there's an article about it. Oh, I should find it. Maybe not on stream, but I will.
Our androids
Someday
are
I'll go
replacing
through and read all of
humans
the
in
magazines.
many fields. For example, they represent more than 80% of all university
Is
professors.
it the like? It's the one where they're
63%
like
of all medical staff. Tomorrow they'll replace our soldiers.
the singularity
And who knows,
machine.
maybe one day our leaders, to make the best decisions in humanity's interest. Come on.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
What a reaction.
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment. But no one today would imagine turning back the clock. Artificial intelligence makes everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop progress. What's happening here is inevitable.
These days, more and more people choose to live with an android rather than another human being. Does this development worry you?
Everything's much easier.
This
with an
guy is an
android.
Andrew Yang supporter.
They obey your orders without ever complaining. They can cook, discuss philosophy with you, have intimate relationships according to your desires. They never say no. Obviously, they are the
Yeah, Kamski, that's
perfect
fucked
partner.
up.
Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up confronting us. Aren't you worried about that possibility?
I understand the irrational fears about artificial intelligence, but I assure you that will never happen with a CyberLife android. They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain. You can trust me.
Yeah, I don't think we can trust him. Yeah, Kamski strikes me as somebody who thinks that like pre-Civil War America was the good old days, you know? You know? He's like, I think that's most valuable about these androids is that they will obey orders, they'll never say no, you have absolute power over them, and I think it's really important that they look as close to human as is absolutely possible. That's fucked up, Kamski. Mr. God Complex definitely doesn't want to create his own species. Yeah, we believe him, totally. I got distracted by trying to figure out how you deactivate synthetic skin. I have been imagining that the synthetic skin in Detroit Become Human is like the holograms in Star Trek, where they just can kind of be whatever you need them to be, but they do have some physicality to them if they if they have that setting. And that's how Kara was able to cut her holographic hair. Anyway, Chloe short. It's too bad Venomous Goat isn't here for that. I know how he loves Chloe.
For starters, what should I call you?
I'm Chloe. And you, what's your name?
Oh, John. My name is John.
Delighted to meet you, John.
Could you tell us a little about yourself and what you can do, Chloe?
Of course. I'm the first personal assistant built by CyberLife. I take care of most everyday tasks like cooking, housework, or managing your appointments, for example.
And I understand you're the first android to have passed the Turing test. Could you tell us a little more about that?
I really didn't do much, you know. I just spoke with a few humans to see if they could tell the difference between me and a real person. It was a really interesting experience.
But this is the first time in history that man has created a machine more intelligent than himself. I gather your brain can perform several billion operations per second, is that right?
Absolutely, but I only exist thanks to the intelligence of the humans who designed me. And you know, they have something I could never have.
Really? And what's that?
A soul.
Yep. So yeah, that's a fun little creepy short. Really makes Chloe seem creepy. Well, it's 8:04. I want to take at least 10 minutes for my break, because I need to set up some stuff. So I think that's all we'll do for watching shorts and stuff. Chloe, that's a very disturbing thing to say, and with a smile. You're right, Catherine. It is a disturbing thing to say, and so smiley about it, so happy about it. But yeah, we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to do the alternate version of Battle of Detroit, or Battle for Detroit, the last chapter of Detroit Become Human. So originally we did, Kara managed to take a bus to Canada and got there safely with Luther and Alice. Markus led a peaceful demonstration, and Connor, who had gone deviant, was successfully able to liberate a bunch of androids from CyberLife Tower. So we're going to do a almost entirely different. Kara's stuff is going to be partially the same, but we're going to do the river ending for Kara. We're going to do the revolution ending for Markus. Wait, knuckle cracked. And we're going to do the machine Connor ending. So in order to do that with a deviant Connor, we're going to go a little bit back. We're going to go a little bit before Battle for Detroit to the end of Night of the Soul, and have Markus shoot Connor. Because that was requested as something that Chromavision would like to see, is the Markus shoots Connor. And it's also the quickest way to get a machine Connor if you have a save file with a yeah, it is rough, with a deviant Connor. But we're going to pretend in the next part that Connor died saving Marcus's life in Crossroads instead of Markus killing him. Because it's going to feel real... Yeah, I was requesting it the day of the stream. You immediately, as soon as you knew that was an ending, wanted me to do it. But yeah, so yeah, let's take it's gonna have to be at least a 10-minute break. So yeah, I'm gonna start it now. See you guys in a bit. Oh, and... We're back, everybody. Here we go. Let's, streamer voice. Let's go. Let me know if I'm dropping frames again. I'm just learning how to tell that for myself. But yeah. Hello, Wallum! Hi! You're just in time. We're about to do, okay, good. We're just about to do the alternate ending. So we're about to do a Markus Revolution, Kara at the River, and Machine Connor, which means we are gonna kill Connor right now in order to turn him into a machine. But yeah, so here we go. Let's just like get right to it. So I have set things up so that we've done the rest of Night of the Soul. And I'm actually a little bit nervous to do Revolution because, as you might expect, it's a pretty quick time event heavy chapter. Yes, perfect timing. Yeah, we watched some of the shorts, we watched some of the alternate endings to the Public Enemy chapter, and now we're going to do some drama. Connor kindly giving us a recap. Oh, no game audio, huh? No game audio. Oh, I thought I'd undone that. That's my bad, guys. That's my bad. There, should be good now. Just in time. I thought I did it first, but you know what? Maybe I clicked the wrong button. Now, I'd like you to observe that the options here are trust and don't trust.
Our cause is too
That's all it says. Okay, we're good. Okay.
I can't take any risks.
Trust or don't trust? Baffling. Baffling that something that major would not be spelled out as what you're doing. Man, that would have been great on the day you streamed. It would not have. Chromavision, how dare you?
Humans have decided to exterminate us.
Yeah, it's messed up. And nobody even really reacts. They're all so... They've really been through it, I guess, everybody else. But yeah, wild. Anyway, we're now going to pretend that Connor died protecting Markus in the last chapter so that Markus doesn't seem like a huge dick. But yeah, here we go. Revolution ending.
If they want war, they'll get it. We are going to
the
fight
music changed.
For our freedom, and we will succeed or die.
The music was like, ah, shit.
Are you ready to follow me?
Jericho loves it, though. Oh, Jericho absolutely disapproves if you shoot Connor. Yeah, Jericho does not actually like that you shoot Connor. Music should have record scratch. I mean, it practically did. It went blah. Oh. Yep. Anyway, just to really rub in that you made a bad choice here, they let you know in the flowchart that you fucked up, and now Connor's gonna be back for you. So yeah. Here we go. Let's do this.
At 6 a.m. this morning,
I was talking to Rosale Play the other day about this scene. There's a Spanish word for Markus if he kills Connor. Oh, is there?
All electronic communications are restricted.
Desgraciado? Did I say that right?
Powers to our security agencies. In addition,
okay, I had a moment of doubt and was like, maybe they only disapprove if Connor did the bomb mission. No, they disapprove. In general, Jericho doesn't like it when you kill other deviants.
I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done.
Oh yeah, so I was talking to Rosale Play about this chapter and how like the first time it's a cool little departure where you play the I said it right, great. But yeah, that it's a cool little thing that you get to be the press for this little intro. It's cool, but boy, as somebody who has now 100% of the flowcharts on a couple different platforms and is about to do it again on this platform. Oh, this gets to be a tiring scene because you cannot skip it. I don't think I say this very often. This one's an interesting answer.
We're working very closely with CyberLife to neutralize all deviants. I won't make any comments about anything else until we've dealt with the android question.
The android question? Lady. Please. The android question? We're being super fucking subtle, aren't we?
Please. A convoy of medical cobalt is reported missing. Army weapon stores are
that's a good idea, Catherine. I keep thinking I should make a list of the short's questions and responses. Yeah, that's a good idea for a test. Because yeah, that'll make for an efficient run, especially because none of these questions turn up on the flowchart as something you have to ask. I think one of the quickest ones for sure is you being like, hey, some people are saying these camps bring back painful memories from human history. And then she's just like, no. And then same with the, hey, some people are saying that deviants are intelligent life. And she's like, no. So I feel like those two have got to be pretty quick. Anyway, yeah, here's our first new scene because Connor just died. So he's got to go talk to Amanda and let the player know that he's not a deviant anymore. Yeah, for Connor and Markus, this is going to be all new scenes. Kara is going to have some familiar stuff at the beginning because we're not doing her
leader has started a revolution.
Full alternate flowchart.
It's leading an army to take Detroit by force.
Amanda's still super pissed at us for going deviant, though.
Find it and destroy it with your own hands.
Okay, Amanda, jeez. I am not saving progress, no. I'm gonna just have to keep going. So if I mess up, we're gonna be in trouble.
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast.
Okay. Just don't mess up. Exactly.
Are you alright?
I'm not worried about messing up Connor and Markus that much, because either way it'll be a new ending for you guys to see, but I will be upset if I mess up Kara here and get her in the captured ending. So this is actually the scene where it's most important that I don't fuck up. And we're just going to skip all of the things we can look at, because we have seen this already and we're going to try and do it quickly. But not so quickly that I accidentally run out in front of the army. That would be bad. I also can't really see my keyboard with this mic in the position, so this is very much testing my QuickTime event ability. Based entirely on feel, which, you know what, I think is ultimately going to be good for me.
No, please don't hurt me.
What are we gonna do?
We're not going to mess up, Alice, I'll tell you that much. Just gotta get a muscle memory for your WASD home row. Yeah, so I was like repeating in my brain when we were getting ready to do Crossroads, and I was so nervous about Crossroads. I was like, every time we were getting close to an important set of QuickTime events, I'm in my head, I was like lightly tapping and being like, WASD, WASD. And then freaked out because Connor has Q's and E's in his, or he at least has E's. And I had forgotten about Q and E being the shoulder. They replaced the shoulder bumpers from the controller, and I'd forgotten about them, and that's why I missed that first one. And then I panic. But it's okay. I remember about Q and E now. Yeah, so once we get to the end here, the QuickTime event buttons are WASD, QE, Shift, Space, right click, left click, moving the mouse with one thing clicked down, plus moving the mouse with 2 clicks clicked down, and they all appear. They all appear.
Okay, let's go.
And the moving the mouse, that's not even accounting for what way you're moving the mouse, because it can be up, down, side to side. It can be in a circle. It can do like a loopy thing. Ugh.
This is a mistake. I'm human.
The delay makes a fool of me.
I just want to go home.
No, it didn't make
My
a fool
wife
of
is
you.
expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
I always assume that there's some delay, so I do not judge if you say something that is basically what I just said.
Kara! You shouldn't have risked your life to save me.
Is this the most chatty anyone's ever been during this chapter?
She's hiding nearby.
Kara, you
It's a
saved
very
us.
tense chapter,
We don't know how
normally.
to thank you.
Go before they see you.
Bye, Jerry.
Alice.
Luther! I thought you were dead.
I was afraid I'd never see you again. I wanted to meet you at the terminal.
Have me on the TV tonight so the delay is particularly large? Yeah. We find that with our TV too, that if we have Twitch on the TV, the delay is quite a bit worse than our computers, which I usually watch Twitch on my computer for chatting, but have the TV on for actually watching. And so sometimes I'll get little spoilers because my computer will jump ahead. I am fairly certain he looks over here. Yep. We just gotta not mess up, you know? We just gotta not mess up. Again, I think he looks over here. They give you just a brief false sense of security that maybe they're not gonna look. Okay. I think that you can get spotted once in that section and still be okay. Maybe twice. Chromovision says, yeah, I think Twitch tries to make it a smoother experience on TV, so they're on a bit of a delay to avoid lag. You know what? That does make sense if you have it on a nice big screen.
A checkpoint.
They want it to
We have
be
passports, it
worthy
should be
of a
okay,
nice
but
big
you never
screen.
know.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of time. We could miss the bus.
Yeah, because it is consistent among TVs. I have found that they are slower. So we're going to be bad at walking again. But yeah, we're going to take the detour this time, even though we only have 9 minutes left. I should have Luther shoot. I did think about doing that.
Today, November 11,
but
2038
my thought
is the
was
day the Android people rose
that I
up
would take the long
against
way
their
instead. Yeah, because it's also a
We've been
different
fighting since
ending,
dawn to liberate our fellow
and it's a
androids from
more
camps.
different ending,
We
and it's a
won't
little
cease
shorter.
hostilities until we are free, and negotiations begin to grant us equal rights. There are millions of us, and we will stop at
Yeah.
nothing.
Public opinion goes down. My opinion as a member of the public would go up. Actually, my opinion would stay the same regardless of what they did, because I would be like, you fight your oppression in the way that you think is best. That is not for me to tell you, except in this case where I am playing as you. Alright, everybody get your Les Mis lyrics ready to go again. Why are you booing? I'm right, exactly. Oh, that was close. There we go. Excellent. I knew I could count on you, Catherine. my god, Jason. And your love of Master of the House. Listen, Master of the House is absolutely a bop, but wasn't quite the song I was thinking of here. Yeah, you can't sing Les Mis music for Connor. Not Machine Connor, anyway. Man, I would really like to show you the Captain Allen fight on this roof, but it would require me to go back so far. Please, someone play I Need a Hero while they're fighting. Also a good call. Also an excellent call. Ooh, I knocked over my... Oh no. I knocked over my little, turret. My little portal turret. I don't like this part. Yes, it's again, I think this is a good scene, but in an emotionally distressing way.
Shouldn't do this, Connor.
Keep out of this.
I am going to go for the nicest version of this ending, though.
You're going to kill a man who wants to be free. That is my business.
It's not a man.
I know what move. I know what move you're talking about.
That's what I thought for a long time, but I was wrong. Deviant's blood may be a different color than mine. They're alive.
I have a mission to accomplish, Hank. It's best if you just stay out of this.
Machine Connor's version of friendly.
Deviants are a threat to humans, Hank. They're the reason this country's on the brink of civil war. They have to be stopped.
We're in this mess because we refuse to listen to deviants. Humanity never learns from its mistakes, Connor.
Yes, Hank.
This time it could be different. Step away from the ledge.
It's biodigital jazz, man.
After all we've been through, I respected you, Hank. I thought we were friends.
Oh, yeah, I was just starting to like you, too. But then I realized you never changed.
I did change, then I died.
You feel emotions, Connor. You fake them. You pretended to be my friend when you don't even know the meaning of the word.
I know what happened to your son, Hank. It wasn't your fault. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Little Cole had just turned 6.
Shut up! Don't you talk about my son!
He needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it, so an android had to take care of him. Poor Cole didn't make it. An android killed your son, Hank, and now you want to save them?
No. Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. All this time I blamed androids for what happened, but it was the humans' fault. Him in this fucked up world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
Killing you is not part of my mission. I'm glad to have met you, Hank. I hope one day you can get over what happened to your son.
Yeah, so if you're not close enough friends with Hank at that point, which a lot of Machine Connors aren't, you do have to fight Hank there.
The Buster
and
room.
it's pretty brutal.
We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
Did we though, Carl?
The last bus has left the terminal. There will be no more buses until further notice.
Luther, this was your idea.
We're stuck here. What are we going to do now?
Everyone disapproving when I have to make all the decisions.
They're checking everyone. It won't take them long to find us. We need to get out of here.
You do get to hear "Will You Trust Me" in the Hank fight version of the scene. It's a great track. So there's that. Yeah. I did, I did consider showing the fight scene because it's a good fight. Just because the emotional stakes are very high.
Adam.
Kara, quick!
And it's longer than the Alan fight. Yeah. But I did want to show because it's harder to get the ending where you just leave and you decide not to attack Hank.
Oh,
it's harder to get that ending, so I thought I might as well show it off.
Oh my god. We saw the Jericho raid on TV.
The Hank fight is brutal. It's brutal. It's so upsetting.
Did you find us?
I knew if you made it, I'd find you here.
And it's just like Hank is just brawling
door to door.
because he's not a trained fighter like Connor.
We had to leave
And so it's
someone to
very,
understand.
yeah, that's exactly right. It's so
What about
visceral. That
others?
is the exact right description. Sorry, I should be talking over this scene. This is one of the new ones.
They're checking for androids on the border. But I found a smuggler who can get them across the river. It's risky, but it's the only way. Are you coming with us?
Yes. We're coming.
Okay, climb in.
So if you get on the bus, Rose really did think you were dead. Because, like, she showed up here, didn't see you, saw the bus drive away, was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, she's dead. And that's why she's so dang relieved to see you at the bus terminal later. But we're not going to the bus terminal this time.
The situation is escalating towards civil war in
Also can
Detroit.
feature Connor just
forces
chucking the
preparing to
sniper
take
rifle
down
at Hank, which is hilarious. Yeah, that's his pro-distraction move. Is to just...
The androids have
Yeah.
been in turns pending destruction.
Yeet.
Soldiers have taken up positions around the Hart Plaza camp. Authorities seem to be expecting a confrontation with the rebel androids here at any time.
Alright, guys. Little prayer to the QuickTime event gods. Yeet the gun. Connor's best move.
Freedom or death.
Freedom or death.
Ba 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 ba.
Attack!
Thanks, Catherine. You always have such faith in me.
They've regrouped. They outnumber us and they're better
Josh
armed than
has
we
such
are.
a good slide into cover there.
That's our only
It's
hope.
very badass. Nicely done,
We're gonna do
Josh.
this. We're gonna get to that fucking camp and free our people.
Yeah, North,
Careful,
heck yeah.
Markus, our people need you.
Yeah, yeah. It is memorable, but it is surprising how much you remember it just because of how, like, it's introducing some new mechanics, but they are fairly intuitive new mechanics. I need a hero! Here we go. Especially because they very kindly still give you the, like, it's low risk to move now cheats. Despite it being unexperienced. Because I think that is a good call because again they're introducing a new mechanic in the 11th hour here.
Save me this time, Markus. The blood we spill will be on our hands.
Anyway, that's the line. That's the line. That's unfortunate. I wish Josh's final words were better.
Cover me!
Really unfortunate line, yeah.
I don't want to die, Markus. I don't want to die.
I get what they were going for. They were going for a, like, make sure you think through the consequences of your actions, but... Yeah, very sad. Anyway. Hey, listen, there's a lot going on. Okay.
Fire!
Oh. I feel like that's the one I miss the most when I play this chapter. Because it's awkward to mash A and then they hit you with the QuickTime event right afterwards.
We lost a lot of our people. We gotta move faster or we'll never reach the camp.
Excited! I'm coming for you. Don't you worry. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Fire!
Okay, here we go. And a mash mouse click? What are you trying to do to me here?
Save me, Markus. You sacrificed their lives to save mine.
Yeah, I did. It's because I like you. Okay, okay. What do we got here? We have... I would like you guys to cover and thunder. And I would like you guys to charge with me. And everything's gonna be great. That true love.
We can't move forward. That machine gun is taking down everything that moves.
Yeah, it's not great, it's not great. Well, with the machine gun, I think we're gonna
Stand by.
double up on covering fire.
Stand by.
And then
In position. For Jericho.
I don't know why that E really got me. And North doesn't die if you miss that, so. Whew. Okay, let's go. North always charges no matter what your orders, bless her. Yeah, I specifically chose her area to charge because I'm like, she's gonna do it anyway. She heard someone say charge and was like, sounds like what I would do. Here we go. Yeah, so now we're completely new scenes for Kara. I do feel like this is the most common first time Kara ending for a lot of people, if they get her alive to this point.
But now, I can see she was right.
They got border patrol on the banks and the river.
I don't agree with what Markus is doing.
Well, no one asked you.
You're alive.
Thank you.
You deserve to be free.
Aw.
I just hope people will realize that one day.
Man, I picked Revolution ending and I got so spicy about it. There it is. Windsor.
Freedom is just across the river.
People are too weak to keep the tickets. That's exactly it. And to be fair, I think if I hadn't seen a playthrough, I would have also, my first playthrough, been too weak to keep the tickets. Windsor, aka Canada's skyline trademark.
Components will freeze.
That is like the one time where being completionist and finding
It's not even a half mile to the other side.
everything you
So it
search
shouldn't
for
take that long. Be careful. There's
can be
border
a
patrol on
detriment.
the river.
Thank you so much.
I will
Rose.
explain
I
more
only
later.
wish I could take you myself. I don't like leaving you out here. Goodbye, Alice. You take good care of yourselves. Okay. I'll see you on the other side.
Man, I forgot about that jingle, Catherine. Okay. Let's do this. I say that a lot. Okay. Benny Scullies, thank you for the follow. What a time to have joined. I finished a playthrough of Detroit recently, and I'm now showing off the alternate endings for everyone. I love you, Mama Rose. Yeah, me too. Rose is the best. Rose is truly the best. She's so great. She's so nice. And, gosh, I forget the actress's name, but she is just so earnest in her delivery. Like, God, I really believe that Rose has all of the empathy in the world. The best game. It's a good one. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Far enough out. Let's get that engine
Oh, I've
going.
never seen this. I died in
I'll
my
get it.
ending. That's okay. It's Crossroads. I feel like Crossroads gets a lot of people with Kara, and Alice. I don't know if that's where you lost them, but
You okay, Alice?
When we get on the other side, there are so many things I want to do.
yeah. Thanks for joining Graph for Life.
In the world, and play music and dance. We can do anything we want, right? We'll be free.
Yes. We can do it all.
It's the panic. It makes people run. Yeah, that's exactly
We won't
it.
have to be afraid anymore. There won't be anybody giving us orders.
Because so many people I've seen do the panic and run at the end of Crossroads, and then afterwards are like, I should have played dead. Like everybody afterwards is like, I should have played dead. And it's just panic. It's not your
What will I do?
instinct.
I don't want to feel fear anymore.
Yeah.
I want to live a normal life. And be happy.
When this conversation started the first time I played, it's just like, don't, guys, don't count your chickens. Okay.
Jump quick!
This family. It was the border checkpoint. Okay, yeah. Yeah. And then the bus ending. Oh, that's brutal. You got so close. You got so close. Yeah, so I just finished a playthrough where I did the border ending, and they fortunately made it across. We had Markus do the demonstration, and Connor was deviant, so I've just retaken the last chapter to show off the alternate ending. So river ending for Kara, Markus revolution, and machine Connor.
Are you alright?
It's always heartbreaking. There's not a happy version of Kara and Alice dying.
Luther. I don't want you to die.
We'll have to continue the journey without me. The most extraordinary
Ryan Deckard actually killed Kara when the agents were in Jericho. Yes, I remember this because Amelia Rose Blair cried a lot. He messed up, he got him killed. I love these types of games. Me too. I really enjoy, I don't know, just the like intensity of your decisions stick and there's no game overs. I love a game over too, but yeah. This sort of choice and story heavy based game is my jam.
The boat is leaking. We're too heavy. We're going down. We have to get to the other side before we sink.
Okay.
Come on.
Man, it's been a minute since I've done this ending because I love Luther too much to do this ending because he always dies in this ending.
Sorry,
but so here we are making sure that I don't screw this up. It's so sad. It's just brutal that you just dump his body. Yeah, it is what he would have wanted. It is. Luther would do literally anything for these two. He's a good bean.
We can't die here. Not like this.
Not like this. All kinds of matrices. A good dad, yeah.
Not when we're so close.
Okay. You tell I'm like lightly stressed when I say okay
Alice,
like
don't.
that
It's the
a whole
cold.
bunch.
It's making you sleepy. Stay with me, Alice. You've got to stay awake, you hear me?
But we deactivated her cold feelings. Apparently that only does so much, which I suppose makes sense.
We're gonna make it.
Literally my first time watching Intense. Yeah, this is kind of why it's my favorite Kara ending, is because it's just the emotional stakes are so high. But yeah, like I said, despite it being my favorite, I don't do it very often because I want Luther to survive. Which was same with the scene I did earlier, is one of my favorite scenes. Requires Simon to die, so I don't do it very often, but it's one of my favorite scenes. Whew, really working out my my tap in hand.
It took me a while.
What is your favorite character? Connor is my favorite character, specifically when he's deviant, but I really enjoy Connor's character arc through the whole game. Yeah, so here we go. This is interesting. You get to choose who to control. I'm gonna try. You could, in theory, cheese this fight by choosing who you want to lose, and then just not hitting any of the QuickTime events. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna choose Markus. I'm gonna try my very best to actually get through it, but it is, we know how good Connor is at fighting. But yeah, Connor is a boss fight. If he's a machine, I love it. I love it. It's so good. Let's go. Whoa, God! Oh, God! Already! Good sign, good sign! Oh, shit, shit! Oh, shit. Oh, that sound! That sound! I think the first run of quick time events are the hardest part of this fight, and it's definitely on purpose. Yes, I agree, because, I mean, they've had you be like, they've had you play as badass Connor this whole time. They got up the stakes, but yeah, it's that exact the panic. Oh no, we froze. Oh, we're good, we're good. Oh. It's a good one though. It's a good fight. It's like, it's super brutal. It's fun on either side of it. It's fun to play the Connor side as well, though similarly brutal. And the soldier version, if Connor is either deviant or
we did it, Marcus.
Or shut down.
This is not a victory.
It is a victory, Marcus.
It's the beginning of
It's also that, but this is a victory. You freed, you shut down a concentration camp. That counts as a victory to me.
Authorities have just announced that the Hart Plaza camp has fallen into the hands of the rebels.
Just, you sounded kind of sad there.
Particularly violent fight.
The deviants
well,
are thought to be freeing the androids
maybe
inside the camp. If these reports
open
are
concentration camps then.
The consequences could well be catastrophic.
Millions are fleeing the fighting. We are witnessing an exodus.
We hear that the fighting has come to a halt in Detroit.
Thanks.
The armed
Thanks for the
forces
snaps,
are
Catherine.
retreating to Fort Wayne to await reinforcements. The city of Detroit has fallen into rebel hands.
But yeah, if Connor for whatever reason isn't there, whether it be because he's been shut down or because he's a deviant, so he's doing the CyberLife Tower liberation, you just fight a bunch of soldiers in that last fight. And the emotional stakes a little lower, but it's still a very good fight. It's still a very intense fight because he's fighting like a whole bunch of people as opposed to one person. But I do like that Connor counts as a bunch of people in terms of difficulty. He's just too badass. But we did have to kill him. He was on the wrong side.
Is about to fight the most important battle in history, one that will lead to our victory or to our extinction.
Don't worry, guys. Our real ending. Oh, I hit my mic again.
And God bless the United
But our real
States
ending
of
was
America.
last week, where everyone was happy and good and everything was fine.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence.
So yeah, the crowd is much larger. It's got it, or is much more full, larger representation of the deviants that were in the camp. Whereas if you have the Connor ending, you have a lot of the CyberLife androids. If a deviant Connor ending, then you have a lot of the CyberLife androids.
In fact, we're a nation that has earned the right to live in freedom. And today begins the most challenging moment in our fight.
That was true in the
Today begins a
demonstration
new
ending too.
We've showed them that we can prevail.
This is just the beginning.
So now they must negotiate with us as equals.
There's a lot of challenging stuff ahead.
They must free all of us from every camp across this country. They must grant us civil rights and accept equality amongst humans and androids. Today will live forever in our memories because this is the day that androids made history. We are alive, and now we are free.
And we get to hear the whole speech uninterrupted, yeah. And Jesse Williams can give a speech, can't he? He's real good at that.
Free, Alice. We're free. Alice? Wake up. Wake up.
not time for jokes. Oh. Everything's okay, everybody. Yeah, it got me the first time too. Yeah, absolutely. And to be fair, there is a version where she is dead there, and Kara can end up. It's, I think, the only version of the game where Alice can die and Kara can live is if you choose to do something different when the boat's being shot at. It's so mean. It's such a mean fake out. But Valerie Curry really is selling it, you know? She's really giving her. Yeah. So there it is, guys. There's all the alternate endings. Because Connor and Hank aren't friends, yeah, cool. Yeah, because Connor and Hank aren't friends, we will not have the hug post-credit scene. I think I know what post-credit scene we're gonna get. You're welcome. Yeah, this was fun. I just wanted to show you guys what could have happened if we had made a couple different choices. Well, there's captured ones where Alice can die and Kara lives. That's true. That's true. I forgot about those because I don't like to think about the captured ending. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing is I'm like, is the composer for Kara, is Philip Shepard, his family? Oh yes, I've played Until Dawn. Oh, have I played Until Dawn? Yes, I love it. I love it so much. Until Dawn, I could go on about forever, and I might. The river ending where Kara dies and Alice lives somehow hits me the hardest. I don't know. It's because it's super, super sad to watch Alice just walk away on her own. And like, you know that Rose is going to meet her and it's going to be okay for her eventually, but it's very sad to just watch her little self walk away on her own. But yes, Until Dawn, I played it the first time with a group of friends, one of them being Chromavision in the chat. I have not played Beyond Two Souls. I do have it, and I have thought about playing it. My concern is that I won't like it as much, and that I will maybe be overly critical of it, but maybe I won't. I don't know. I guess we could find out, but anyway, I just want to leave that possibility open, that if people want to see me play it, then I will. But I can't guarantee that I will not be harsh on it. Instead, Hank and Connor both go for a big wind-up punch, and it snap cuts right as they both punch each other in the face simultaneously. Yes. Yeah. But yes, yeah, so Chromavision and a few other friends, including Rosale Play, who sometimes is in chat, did our first playthrough of Until Dawn past the controller style, and it was some of the most fun I've ever had playing a video game. It was basically whoever had the controller got veto on all the decisions. They got to do the final choice, but the rest of us were allowed to give our opinion. And because the opinions are timed, it was just all of us screaming what to do the whole time, just panicking the whole time and theorizing about what's going to happen, and it was so much fun. Yeah, oh, we didn't get a middle scene. It's a very cool concept, but David Cage, sure, David Cage it up. Yeah, I am a weird person who loves this game, but is not a super big David Cage fan overall. Yeah, I have a lot of criticisms about how David Cage writes and directs, but he does come up with, credit where it's due, he does come up with very cool concepts. And yeah, so I would, yeah, all right, well, maybe someday. It won't be next, it won't be for a while that I would do Beyond, but I do have it, and so I could play it. But yeah, at some point, I also have Heavy Rain. I could potentially do Heavy Rain at some point. But yeah, Beyond Two Souls compared to DH is kind of incomplete. Detroit Become Human has a lot more endings. Yeah. I think that's true of, I mean, Detroit has a shocking amount of endings, actually. Like, I'm quite impressed with the amount of ways that this game can go, because I'm quite used to choice-based games kind of cheesing it a little bit to try and not have to do too much, but yeah, it is interesting that when you only have the hi, I'm here, have we saved Will Smith yet? Yes, no. Yes, no. I'm trying to think of who's the Will Smith analog in this game. But yes, yes, that is probably one of my main criticisms of David Cage, is I do think his female characters are often quite passive, but which is why I like come down on the side of actually liking North, even though she's not a protagonist. I guess he would be Hank. Then Hank made it in this playthrough. It was possible for him not to, but we didn't. We opted against killing him as Machine Connor. We could have done it. We could have killed him as Machine Connor, but that's sad, and I don't like it. But yeah, what we missed out on here is, I think if Connor, yes, if the revolution or the demonstration, if the android uprising in general is not successful, then you get like a credit scene where Connor is replaced by a newer model that just looks like Connor but with blue eyes. Imagine this game from Hank's perspective. That's iRobot. I really should watch iRobot. I love a good robot movie. I know it's not like the Asimov story at all. I have been warned, so I can go in with a unbiased, not unbiased, but you know, go in with my expectations set appropriately. But yeah, yeah, you know what? We don't really need to be on the screen anymore, because that's it. Low hopes, it'll be fun. Great. Yeah, I will watch that. So I guess, you know, that leaves us with just one thing left to do, and that's to announce what my next game is going to be. I'm still new to streaming. I'm still trying to, you know, get my stream legs, as it were. So I'm going to go with another game that I'm quite familiar with, but one that I haven't played in a few years, and am looking for an excuse to revisit. It's another choice and story heavy game, though it's not choice driven the same way that one of these games. There's game overs for it. It's a more traditional game in that regard. But I have a clue as to what my oh man, 5%, I better hurry up with the announcement. But yes, I'm wearing my shirt as a clue as to what my next game is going to be. I'm going to do Dragon Age Origins. Yeah, I thought you might be excited about that, Catherine. The Dragon Age series is one of my favorite series. BioWare is one of my favorite game companies. Yeah. And Dragon Age Origins has not, gameplay-wise, aged super well. But story-wise, Dragon's in my age? It's more likely than you'd think. Yeah, it's I really adore Dragon Age Origins. It's one of my favorite games, but I do understand that it might be hard for people to get into as a new player in this time, in the year of our Lord 2022, because the gameplay is quite clunky. So yeah, I still have to figure out the logistics. Never played. Gosh, when was it released? 2008, 2007? Yeah. Yes, I never thought you would, because long. I'm so excited. Yes, well, I'm glad you're excited. I definitely took into consideration how long it is. This means I'm definitely... Bye, Wellum. Thanks for sticking around right until 2%. Lizard era inquiry. Okay. Catherine is losing it in the chat. So I wanted to let you know. Good night, Wellum. I wanted to let you know at the end of the stream what I'm playing next, because I'm going to make, right after this, I'm going to make a poll on my Twitter that for the Origin, basically. There are 6 different Origins, Dragon Age Origins, that you can play as. and they're unique. The beginning of the game is different depending on what origin you pick. So I'm going to put up a poll, and you can choose my origin for me. I haven't decided quite how much I want to let chat. There's no timed decisions in Dragon Age, so I can let chat have a little bit more of a say. I haven't decided how much, but I was thinking things like perhaps the romance option and like stuff like that I might let chat at least give their opinions on what kind of character I should play. But yeah, we're gonna go completely audience choice on the origin that I play as. So yeah. Yeah, I won't tell you which ones I haven't played because I do want people to vote based on the what origin sounds most interesting to them. But I had the same thing of like, do I want to do there's only one origin that I haven't played, so but yeah, do I do the one origin that I haven't played, or do I do one of my favorites? And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to make this decision. You guys are, but you don't get to know which one I've played before or not. Yeah. So I won't play the whole game on stream. I'll play the whole story on stream, but there's a lot. It's a long game. So I have some logistics to figure out in terms of what missions I show, how I manage all of the side quests and stuff. But yeah, we will for sure do all the major story quests on stream, and it's going to be a big one. So, you know, we might take like an intermission at some point. And maybe eventually I'll do the whole series. We'll see. We'll see how Origins goes. But yeah. So that's my next name. My next game's going to be Dragon Age. I'm so glad. Yeah, it's a game that I could like talk about forever because I love it. And it's Dragon Age is the game that got me back into video games. You're playing this for the next 5 years now. I mean, I will for sure take a break between games. If I do the whole series, I'm not going to do the whole series in a row because that really would take the next 5 years. But yeah, I was just, I'm not good enough to play, maybe someday I'll try, but I'm not good enough to play Elden Ring, but I've seen a lot of Elden Ring and it's like, oh man, that looks so cool. I miss playing fantasy games. You know what? I haven't played Dragon Age in a while. Let's do it on stream. It's a good excuse. Yeah, gotta mix it up. Yeah. It is, if I'm not, maybe I would do that if I was streaming more days a week, but I only stream on Thursday nights, so far anyway. So until such a time as I can stream more often, we're gonna have to mix up what games I play. But yeah. That means I gotta make a different Be Right Back screen. Life is Strange. Yeah, True Colors. I haven't played or got True Colors. I played the first Life is Strange and really, really enjoyed that. And I have owned Beyond the Storm forever and still haven't played it yet. So that was one that I need to do. But yeah, the Life is Strange series in general is something I need to catch up on because I did really enjoy the first one. That is an intense game. Yeah. Good suggestion. But yeah. Well, it's 20 after 9 where I am. This seems like a good time to call it. I made a exciting announcement about our next game. We've seen some alternate endings. We've seen some shorts. So now it's time to wrap it up and let you know where you can find me. I'm QuiteContraryTV. Graph for Life, thank you so much for the follow. You can find me as QuiteContraryTV on all the socials, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, though I don't have a lot of TikToks yet. I have like 2. But someday I'll be more active. But I'm also on YouTube as QuiteContraryTV, where I upload video on demand. And I'm on YouTube with a few of the other people here in chat at Polychrome Entertainment. So Rose'll Play and Chromavision TV are both Polychrome people. They also stream. Rose'll Play streams on Wednesdays. She's currently playing Franbo, which is the creepiest game, though it's taken a turn to the more fantastical lately, but is creepy. Looking forward to the streams. Thank you. I'm glad. Oh, what a day. Yeah, so Rosale Plays playing Franbo. It's super creepy. I've been enjoying it, but, you know, warning that it is quite graphic. Chromavision plays Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on Fridays, and I think this Friday is the grand finale of that. I think he's finishing this Friday, and I know he has some stuff planned for that, so that's exciting. Also part of Polychrome is Venomous Goat TV, who is currently playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on Sundays, and yeah, finale time. And if you enjoy choice-based story-heavy games, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is a good one for that. I played it for the first time, finished playing it for the first time a few months ago, and it's like super janky. It's an older game that unfortunately didn't get the development time that it needed, and the fact that I still enjoyed it really speaks to the story and like the voice acting quality, and yeah. So yeah, you can watch Venomous Goat TV play that. Robodude TV is also part of Polychrome. I think he is streaming. Is he streaming on both Monday and Tuesday next week? His schedule is a little more sporadic, but following him on his socials, you can find when he's streaming. Oh, also Rosale Play and Ventana PNX are going to stream on Rosale Play's channel on Saturday afternoon. So yeah, but yeah, Robodude is playing Wander Song, which has been adorable. It's a really cute game. Teacher Gamer, thank you for the follow. Yeah, just a fun group of friendos playing the video games. Yeah, Rosale Play and I are playing Halo over on Polychrome, and that's been a fun time. Rosale Play is a fan of Halo, and I am a total noob. I am brand new to it, so we've been playing through the campaign. She's been showing me the ropes, and it's been a good time. Oh, Walla recommended you. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Amazing. You're welcome to join Saturday on Quite. Oh, yeah, it's true. Saturday is for the girls. Yeah, are we just doing just chatting? Because maybe I will. Maybe I will join. We'll have a little girl time over at Rosale Play's channel on Saturday. Amazing. Hello, you're back. I see you have a charged device now. Oh, yes. Being in the chat has been a joy. So, happy to have any friend. Well, you're back just in time for me to wrap up. I was going through... Oh, I forgot to set up the link to my normal YouTube, but yes, I am a new streamer. Detroit, which I just finished up, is my first game that I've streamed, and it's been a lot of fun. So we're going to do Dragon Age Origins next, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to keep going. This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, gosh, did I miss anything announcement-wise? My head's all aflurry. All these new follows. This is so exciting. Oh, God, I hit my mic again. I'm really not used to it. I just set up my mic in a new position, and it's beautiful, but I keep punching it because I forget it's there. I'll get used to it. It'll all be worth it in the end for that sweet, sweet ASMR. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I'll see you all next Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time again. Yeah. I'll be lurking because I'm playing too. Amazing. Yeah, listen, we love a good lurk over here. No shade to lurkers. We love them. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank all of you. Amazing. Good night.